Yagumo Part 5, Chapter 2. Oh god, that was just Chapter 1. I feel like we're further into this. I wish my nose would stop itching. Jesus Christ. I have a nervous disposition. Excuse me. At Yagumo's room, the intermittent sound of keyboards being typed on is replaced with silence. At a pause for thought, Yagumo begins tapping the keys again, but after writing a few words, his hands stop. Yagumo taps the delete button, erasing the line he just typed. The chair creaks as Yagumo leans his full weight against it. I can't focus on the plot at all. It feels like there were too many things I wanted to shoot earlier, but now, god damn it. Yagumo is well aware that why he can't concentrate. He was too preoccupied with the pilot film. But even still, the deadline for submitting the plot is approaching day by day. Yagumo scratches his head, not even trying to hide his annoyance. He then opens the master folder he copied earlier and checks the files inside. Eventually, he finds the file titled Kuramochi's Estate, First Day, and drags it into the video player program. Call the police ambulance, yeah. And we drag his progress bar back and clicks the play button again. Director is she? And we reminds the scene where they discovered Akari Kuramochi's body over and over again. After a few dozen times. Huh? It makes sense and closes the video program. What the hell am I doing? Doing something like this for inspiration makes me no different from Yugo. Yagumo scrubs his face with his hands as if he's trying to shake something off and then rises from his chair. Looking kind of depressed there, Chief. Nagari says this as he enters the reception room for a break. Having trouble coming up with the plot. Yeah, can't come up with anything. Scoping out location with Hitoha gave me a good grasp of her personality, so I'm trying to think of a story that would bring out her charm, but... Oh yeah, I hoped it'd be like that. I think it'll be easier for Hitoha to get into the role that way too. Well, maybe you want some coffee for now? I'll get you a cup. Sure, thanks. Make it real bitter. Aye, aye, sir. Magari approaches herself as soon as earns from the steaming cup of coffee. By the way, I gotta check something. The location scouting images I uploaded to the server, did you erase the master folder on your PC too? Yeah. Good then. I saw it's gone from the server, but I wanted to check that you did it and they weren't wiped because of some error or something. Yeah, it's cool. I erased the folder. Alrighty. Phew, what a relief. Having footage from a real murder scene in the office really is creepy. Yeah, agreed. Edwin speaks while sipping at his coffee, but his expression soon turns quizzical. Huh? It doesn't taste like our normal usual coffee. Really? That's the coffee we took from Sayama. Figured it'd be a waste to throw it out as we may as well drink it. Hey, that's not right. We should give it back. You're gonna give it back to him after yesterday? I mean, it'd still be awkward now, but we gotta probably put it back where it belongs. Besides, I need to ask him one more thing. I was too upset yesterday, so I forgot to ask. We can give it back when we go ask him later. Huh. Okay. Oh, my arm hurts. Oh, in the room. He's not around. Maybe it's his day off. No, there's a half-empty cup of coffee here. He must have been in today. Well, what do? We can put the instant coffee back where it belongs and go. No, remember, there's something I forgot to ask him, but there's no point if he's not here. Let's check again later. Huh. Nope, not there. I clicked the wrong one. Yagumo approaches the reception desk and asks for a meeting with Izagami. He then waits to be ushered in. Sayama used to be part of the camera crew for Shibani TV. Izagami should have known that. They worked in the same station after. It makes sense they know each other. But if he knew that and he didn't tell me about it so far, it might mean he's hiding things from me too. I have to clarify that. As the thought crosses Yagumo's mind, the reception calls him and tells him he can enter now. Yagumo sits opposite of Izagami in the reception office. After saying greetings, he gets right to the chase. Izagami, actually, I learned that Sayama was involved with the project 10 years ago. He was? With that project? I never knew. Tim appears surprised. The young man isn't sure how seriously he should take him. Yagumo presses for answers while keeping his eyes fixed on his face, so as not to miss any change in his facial expression. Apparently, Sayama worked there before as part of the camera crew, and that's how he was involved with the project. Really? Well, I never knew. And if that's the case, I wonder why he never told me. Remember when he pulled that trick to test you, Maxie? He didn't say anything at the time. Really? Well, apparently he left the project halfway, though, so he probably didn't have much to tell. Oh, so he left it halfway through. Well, even within the company, that project kind of became a taboo topic. I don't really want to get involved with the past either. But don't you think you make sure this project succeeds is more important right now? Yes, you're right. Yes, I am. You should focus on this project rather than trying to dig up the past, Maxie. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, I'll put in my best effort. Good. I'm counting on you. Everyone couldn't read anything from Mizumi's expression except for what he said and rose to his feet with slumped shoulders. Oh. Yagumo bows and leaves the room, realizing just experienced just how stubborn those in the business can be. I'm not really saying along, but hey. I visit Inspector Misawa at the Shimano Prefectural Police. Thankfully, both Inspector Misawa and Kishino are in today. My nose. Hey, Kishino. Hey, Kishino told me a bit about it, but I hear you're interested in info from the Yugensai Kumashiro character. Yes, apparently he's after me for some reason, so if you figure out who he is, please tell me. I see. Well, we don't know that yet, but for now I'll tell you what we do know. So are you sure about this? I wouldn't be if he was unrelated to all this, but he was framed in the Tsusume Shrine incident. We should tell him the bare minimum. Anyway, at the moment, the identity of Yugen Shimokura is completely unknown, so that means Yugo wasn't him after all. Yes, from what he says, one day he suddenly got an email from a so-called Kumashiro Yugensai who'd been instructing him on what to do since. Apparently, Yugo came up with the details of the incident, but pinning the crime on you was based on Yugensai's advice. We did check his phone, and we found a few emails that fit his testimony. Advice? That Sham pulled or something like that? Damn it, who the hell is he? That's what we want to know. He's fixated on you. Any idea on who might be out to get you like that? Of course not. I don't remember having that much bad blood with someone. Wouldn't tracing back whoever sent those mails be faster? Well, you see, we had the Community Safety Division Cyber Crime Section look into it, but it looks like Yugensai didn't use conventional means. I'm no expert on this topic, but apparently he used some kind of mail server that doesn't need authentication. Mailsploit, I think. Ever heard of it? No, sounds like gibberish to me. Same here, and they explained it to me. Anyway, it means identifying the sender is difficult. I see. Yagumo's about to speak to Kishino, but quickly reconsiders and closes his mouth. I don't have anything pretty to ask him, do I? Better off asking him to start doing this. Blah 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 blah. So we can't help but feel that this Yugandai, Kumashiro Yugandai. Stop with the errors. Shush. Hey, shush. Mom got frustrated. Kumashiro has some kind of reason to be this fixated with you. Do you really have no inkling as to someone who might fit the bill? If I did, I'd tell you. Believe me, being followed by a freak like this isn't fun. You say that, but it's not unusual for people to get others to develop grudges against them without even noticing it. Yeah, but if I never noticed someone developed a grudge against me, how am I supposed to do anything about it? Yeah, I suppose that's true. Anything else? Okay. Whiz! Huh, Bobos? Where's my little Bobos? Where's my little dorky dog? Who I love her so much? Yes, it's you. It's always you. Nope. Okay. Pokey nose. Up boop. Up boop 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 boop. What? Your ear showed up in that frame when I said what? Yagumo walks down Oshidatami Street with flagstone gleam, wet from the rain that fell that morning. I can say I like rain, but when this place is wet, you can really see why they call it the flagstones blue. Very she in sight, Yagumo walks to the street with Makari. Alright, that's not the place either. Boop. Let's go see Hitoha. Yeah? Let's go see Hitoha. Tickle nose. Oh, there's a good girl. Oh, who's my good girl? Yagumo visits Hitoha's hospital only to find her reading a magazine with a bored expression. Her face lights up upon seeing them. How are you feeling, Hitoha? All better. I'd love for them to let me go home already, but the doctor says it's too soon. Oh, well, you should listen to what the doctor says. We still got the shooting ahead of us, you know. Yeah, I'll do as the doctor says. Ugh. Magari screeched upon seeing the fruit basket on the shelf. What's wrong? It's just... Magari points at the plate beneath the fruit basket with an expression of utter disgust. The plate has the words from Takumi Kishino written on it. When did he... Wait, how did he know she's here to begin with? Scared? I'm scared! Oh, Inspector Kishino visited me earlier and left this here. He said you two told him about it. Oh, yeah, I think we told him? Right. Hitoa looks puzzled. Yagumo and Magari laughed with stifled smiles. Huh? Wait, is this? Within the bedside table is a big flower basket. Oh, Hashima came in this morning and gave it to me. Monami gave it to you? Yes, she said it's from the director Ibuse. I was very grateful. Yeah, I know what you mean. That kind of consideration is very much like Director Ibuse. I'm actually surprised he knew you were even hospitalized. I did call the office about it. He probably heard about it through them. Ah, I getcha. They're picking up the actresses this time based on Ibuse's suggestion, so they would contact him about it. Still, we should probably go thank him for this later. Yeah, totally. He's a veteran and our senior too, so we gotta show him due respect. On the bedside table are a few fashion magazines and smartphone connected to the charger. Alright, you can use smartphones in this room. Yes, I checked with the nurse, and you can use the smartphone here, though they did ask that we don't talk over the phone. It's boring here, so having a smartphone helps. We could bring you a book or a movie to burn sometime, if you want. Any preferences? Let me think. You know what sounds like fun? Try picking something from me with your own tastes. My tastes, huh? I'd pass on that if I were you, Hitoa. This guy likes books with, like, pages that are all black and macho men that go and all the time. Mom, I wouldn't pick something like that for Hitoa. Really, though? Well, I'd bet whatever you pick is a total dud. You're so mean. I think you have a crush on him. Do you have clothes and soap and the like, Hitoa? I'll go buy you some if you need it, so don't be shy. I'm fine for now. I had all that already when I came here, since I'd be traveling. That's good, then. But wait, shouldn't your manager handle that? I haven't seen them around. Oh, the office I work for is small, so they only have 2 managers. They're too busy to come here right now. But they did say that they'll show up once the shooting starts. Well, I guess your agency has its own considerations to make, so I probably shouldn't say too much. But that's pretty cold of them. Well, yes. It seemed Hitoa couldn't say much on the matter either. Her expression turns a bit bothered by Magari's words. She simply replies with a vague smile. How did he figure out where she's hospitalized? I don't want to think he abused his police authority for that. Even Inspector Kishino wouldn't do that, right? Oh, but he might. I use this one too. They have suggestions for some good cords for docking tops and long skirts. It's really easy to check it out. For real? I really want one of those revealing animal tops, you know? Oh, those are the second half of the magazine. They get excited over clothing. Pretty impressive. I don't know where he got it, but the choice of flowers is pretty classy. For sure. It feels like different from the flower basket you usually see in stores. That's probably Monami's taste at work there. Totes. It's like, you can just tell that that's Monami. Anything else? Magari speaks in admiration and looks around the hospital room. But man, this is such a pretty hospital. It's like a really clean, high-class hotel. The nurses say it's because the hospital moved to a new building 3 years ago. Apparently it's just not these rooms. The whole place looks new. Wow, I mean, I don't have anything to do with this hospital, so I didn't know. We done? Is that all? We go now? Yep, okay. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, late. Nope. No. Don't distract Mom. Okay. Hey, cutie. Book. Okay, back to somewhere. Is he back yet? We've gone around and done a lot of things. Is he back yet? He is. As I sits in front of his desk sipping coffee, his expression stiffens upon seeing Yagumo and Magari. What do you want? Do you need anything else after what happened yesterday? Here's your coffee, sir. No, we just came to put this back where it belongs, Hime says and takes the instant coffee jar from his bag. There it is, I'm done with it, so I figured I should give it back. This is what you're here for? You didn't have to go to the trouble for that. No, we're not thieves, we gotta do that's right. You say that, but there's less of it. We drank a bit of that, sorry. Good grief, well, I don't mind. My lips curled upwards at Magari's conventionless attention drained from his body. Now letting the moment pass him by, Yagumo addresses him with a sharp tone. Sayama, you watched the rest of the film, right? Ah. Magari jolts at Yagumo's explanation and Sayama freezes in place. What are you... I got too upset yesterday I forgot to ask you about it, but let me ask you one more time. Sayama, you should have watched the rest of the pilot film, am I right? Don't play dumb. There was nothing suspicious about the films I found in the Capricious Hall. Then why did you tell me to give up looking for the films? It's because the rest of the films hold some kind of secret and you didn't want me to see it, did you? Sayama, I want to find out the truth of at all costs. Please stop feigning ignorance and tell me. You'll regret it. It'd be better than knowing nothing and having to live with the doubts weighing down on me. I'm ready for the truth. Is the film hidden somewhere here? Sayama fell silent for a moment, and after confirming that Yagumo's eyes, which were gazing straight at him, didn't waver in the slightest, he lets out a heavy sigh and parts his lips to speak. Yes, I saw it. I saw the third film. I knew it. But when we talked yesterday, I didn't lie, because as soon as I finished watching it, I burned the film. Huh? You burned it? But why? Its contents were far too disturbing. I believe that the world was better off without that film. Why? Wasn't it filmed and put on the market? No, the third film was never released to the market to begin with, and then the project ended. It wasn't released to the market? Wait, so how did you even watch it? 10 years ago, about 6 months after the project was suspended, I was contacted by my predecessor, the supervisor of this archive center at the time. He said there were films related to this project, and that havoc would ensue if they were leaked to the public. He asked me to buy them off him. At the time, I was a freelancer after resigning from Shimane TV, but I knew the old supervisor, and he called me for advice on what to do. So that's where you got the films. Yes, and when we watched the films together, the two of us were shocked and mortified. After that, I didn't know who did it or how, but someone from the upper brass supplied the money, and after buying them, we burned the films. Just who? Who is that person who contacted you, and are they in contact with you? They are. I don't know what line of work they're currently in, but they look like a thug now. His name is Ito. Sakio Ito. Sakio Ito. Isn't that the one from the Tsuwano incident? Yes. I was surprised when I saw his name in the newspaper, a name 10 years ago, appearing as soon as the new project started. What does this mean? This is a coincidence, right? No. I told you already, the film was cursed. You're better off forgetting about it. And you have no intention of saying what was in it, do you? Forget about it, that's all I can say. Sayama purses her lips, really? His lips, and looks up to the ceiling in what was perhaps a show of his intent not say anything more. Yagumo and Magari haven't had nothing more to ask him and leave the archive center. Just what was that in the end? I don't know. How did Sakio Ito even get his hands on the films? Judging from what Sayama said, Sakio Ito was involved with the project. Oh, well, if it was involved with the project, that explains how Sayama knows him. But that just leaves the question of what? We have to go talk to Tsuwano again and look into him. Right out! If we leave now, we should get there while it's still light out. The two nod at each other and sprint off to the office in the parking lot, making no attempt to hide how nervous and hurried they felt. I am intrigued. They didn't say Ito's residence. The door is closed shut. The only flyer applies to the door saying "For rent" is flopping liquid in the wind. Vacant house now. I guess it's troublesome property now. No one wants to buy it. Corbin mansion stands silent and there isn't any signs of people around. The letterbox to the gate stuffed full of newspapers despite everything. This fell's placed into ruin real quickly. Well, the lady of the house died, and Kurimachi was arrested, so yeah, that's what happened. I imagine Shiba doesn't work here anymore, given the situation. Right, no point in being here. Now we're going to look. It's you. What are you doing here? The incident already has been resolved, so don't need anything from me anymore, right? Then get out! Shoot! Shoot! As soon as he sees Yagumo and Magari burst into the clinic, he grabs a bottle of table salt and starts sprinkling it at them. He kinda looks really spooked, and he's sprinkling enough of the salt to a salmon. For us to salt a salmon. Ari speaks with a face full of salt, prompting a response from Yagumo, who's covered in just as much salt. Ah, wonder why. I don't recall doing anything making him this jittery or justifying trusting us like salted salmon. No, it's pretty obviously why. He's traumatized by how you pressed him for information last time. So, you know, greet him with a smile. A smile! A smile, huh? One of my guards advice, Yagumo produces a most admirable smile he manages and speaks with a cheerful tone. Oh, sorry for bothering you while you're busy. I just wanted to ask you a little something, so if you could just give me a bit of your time. Whoa! I told you that incident's over. I told you everything I know. What more do you want from me? Shoot, shoot! But it's salty! Hey, doctor, please calm down. Listen, I just need to ask you a bit about Sakio Ito. That's all I came for. About Sakio? Peter finally starts spraying salt on them, and Yagumo clears his throat dryly. If I recall, you're classmates with Sakio Ito? Yes, I was. Did you keep in touch after graduating, even a little? After graduating, no. We hardly stayed in touch. At best, Sakio would tell me how he's doing from time to time. Right. Did he ever mention working in film? Maybe mention he knew someone working in film, anything like that? Film, you say? Yeah, he said he found work at a film developing company in Tokyo. A film developing firm. Yes, I don't know the details too much. Does that count as film related? It does! It totally does! Can you tell us about that in more detail, please? In more detail? He worked in a small firm after graduating. Developing firm after graduating, but it went out of business after just 2 years. So he just started working as a magazine writer. I don't really know, but that was his job for the last 3 years. When the firm went under, he worked at Matsui Night Business for a time. Once that work went under too, he became a writer next. Is that right? By the way, do you know what that film development firm was called? I don't know that much. I might have asked, but it's been a long time, so I don't remember. Right. So that was very informative. Thank you very much. Yes, well, if it's all you need, that's good. Now go on, leave. Goodbye, farewell. Yes, yes. Toodaloos. Hearing Hitoha, that was loud. Hearing Hitoha close the door tight behind him, Yagumo and Magari go out on the street. Ugh. It even got in my hair. Magari uses her hand to rustle her hair, shaking out the salt that got into it. We did get something out of that, though. If Sakio Ito worked on a film development firm, it would explain how we got the films. So the films were brought to his company to be developed. Yeah, which means the film he had was a copy. He had to have given the master copy to the client, after all. Which means the master copy is still out there somewhere. Exactly. Now we have reason to meet with Sakio Ito and ask him about it. Yeah, but what are we going to do with him when we meet him? He's already in the slammer. 20 days after an arrest, prosecuted defendants are taken into custody, which means he should have been transferred to prison already. Looks like asking Inspector Misawa is our best option. Right, it'll be a bit of a walk, but let's go back to Matsui. Roger that! I'm gonna go here first. Just to see what's there. You never know. Hey, long time no see, you two! As soon as they enter the premises of the shrine, a familiar voice greets them. Shiba? With their eyes, they see Shiba approach them in a slight jog. Oh, it's you, Shiba! You hang around here as always, huh? I'm just here by coincidence today. Friends of mine asked me to show them around Swano, so we're hanging out together. Ah! Turn up a group of female college students standing around where Shiba was earlier, looking in their direction curiously. Right! You used to work here, so you really know your way around the area. Yes! How are you two doing, anyway? Don't tell me there's another incident. Oh, no. We're not here for anything like that. We're still scouting our locations of our movie. Oh, right! That's right! That's great. Seeing you two made me worried that something bad might happen. Just what kind of impression does she have? Oh, I can't leave my friends hanging, so I'll head back. Yeah, sure. See you later. Bye-bye. Alright, well, we saw Shiba. That's nice. Michelle educated me Yagumo blah 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 station room. Inspector, about the Swano case, about Sakio Ito. Why bring that up all of a sudden? I just want to speak to him for a little bit. Can you arrange that? Well, he's currently held up in prison, so you could apply for a meeting and visit him, but what for? Well, you can't very well tell Misawa his true intentions now. With that thought in mind, Yagumo decides to come up with some whatever. Well, there's some words I'm not prepped to say. Well, as you already know, a lot happened between him and us. I just want to know how he's feeling right now. If Tuna didn't accept Yagumo's explanation at face value. He gazed at Yagumo's face fixedly as if trying to discern something. Fine then, he's still in custody under our jurisdiction, so he's still at Swana Police Station. I'll let them know about you, so whenever you're ready to speak to him, just head over there. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Except if you learn something from that visit, report it to me. You inside Kamishiro is still in large after all. Understood. Hey. Yes? Don't play dumb with me. You said Hito's hospital is in Matsue Medical Hospital, right? Did we? I tried to say Matsue Municipal Hospital, though. I guess I got mixed up, though. Mixed up, huh? Really? Really? It's for real. Hey, what are you doing there? Cut the whispering. Oh, no, it's nothing major. Yes, sir. Alright, let's go talk to the guy. Wait, can we? Is it here? Ah, there we go. Excuse me. You have 30 minutes of visit time. Refrain from loose whispering and hitting the partition board. Yagumo is briefly alone with the Swana police station officers and enters the visiting room. Before long, the door at the back of the room opens and a tan Sakyo Ito with his hair cut short enters the room. Didn't imagine you'd come to see me, not like we knew each other after all. Hey, don't say that. I just wanted to talk for a bit. Have this a gift. A weekly magazine. Ito flips through the magazine Yagumo handed him, but soon raises his voice bitterly. Hey, the cover says there's a swimsuit DVD bonus to the magazine. Where is it? I'm not allowed to give you DVDs. The officers from earlier took it away. Fine, whatever. The dissatisfied grumble showed just how starved he was for stimulation. He just switched to a page with a picture of a girl in an exposing bikini. Her hairstyle's changed quite a lot. Oh, yours. My lawyer said it might improve the judge's impression of me. I just did what I had to, I guess. Forget about that. What are you here for? We don't have time for idle banter. Just say what you want. If it's the incident you want to ask about, I already said everything in the investigation. I'm not here to talk about Swano's case, but about 10 years ago. Huh? I mean, I'm here to talk about the films you sold to Shimane TV. What? A crack runs through his brazen attitude for the first time since the visit started. Yagumo carefully notices the change and continues speaking. I know you were working at the film development firm at the time. The films were probably brought there for development, right? Who brought them? Why do you care about that? I want to know the truth behind why the project from 10 years ago was suspended. Just answer me. Who brought the films? I don't know. I'm not playing dumb here. I really don't know. It wasn't brought in as an official legal order. It wasn't ordered legally? Yeah, I just happened to find those films when I worked for the firm. With a normal order, there'd be a tag with the order details on it. But for some reason, there were films without a tag sitting around. And that's the ones you're talking about. It dawned on me that whoever ordered this was probably ordered from above to do it in secret. In which case, it was probably incriminating stuff, so I figured I'd use it to make some good money. So I copied it in secret and sold it off. A copy. So the master copy is somewhere else? Should be. That said, the firm went under, so I don't know where it might be right now. Right. Yagumo thought that he was out of hints about the film's whereabouts again. He fell aside, his face full of disappointment. Ito looks at him, and a vicious smile overtakes his features. Hey, what if I told you I still have a digital copy of it? What? Are you serious? Yeah. You see, the sum they offered for the film was so high I panicked. I made a backup copy for insurance to keep myself safe, just in case. And where is it now? There's a faithful Kazuga Heim, the Shimane's Kasuge town, on the shelf at room 201. I rented that room separately from my house for the business reasons. I doubt the police searched that place. Can I go take it? Sure, I don't mind, except I recommend you don't deal with that stuff anymore. What do you mean? Did you watch the film? I did, and that's why I'm telling you. You're better off living without seeing that thing. Someone else told me the same thing. What the hell was in that film? Why do you all say that? It's like I told you, you're better off not knowing. See me? Watching that thing drove me to murder. Huh, wait, you mean, what does that have to do with? It's got everything to do with it. Sure, there were moments I wanted to choke the life out of Seiya. But still, I just didn't like the guy at all. That's all. I didn't want to straight up kill him, but then that mail. Don't tell me that's when I started getting emails from someone. Thought it was a prank at first, but then the mail started hinting that whatever wrote them about 10 years ago started threatening me. Then he sent me the method for killing Seiya and Akari. Hey, was that the mail sent by Yugen-sai Kumashiro? Yeah, that was their name. If they didn't get involved with that film, I wouldn't have gotten that goddamn email. But just as Yugen is about to ask him for it, the police officer taps Ito on the shoulder. Time up. Sako Ito, your visit time is over. Wait, Ito, did he make you commit? Look at me now, I danced to that stupid email's tune, and where did it land me? Little by little, he threatened, seduced, and manipulated me, and if you know about the guy, you better be careful too. Ito, hurry up and get out. Just forget about all this, forget about that film if you don't want to end up like me. If you watch it, you'll be cursed too. This way, just get out. Oh, the officer dragged Ito out of the visiting room, but his manic laughter still echoes in Yagumo's ear.